Hello, friends, welcome back once again to my series AI with Python series, or whatever you want to call it. But we have come to a point where we have already asked a question to our locally hosted Llama or Llama model via a front end, which was served to us by Streamlit. And one thing you might have noticed that there was no correlation between the previous question and the new one. So how do we add a session memory to that? This is interesting. Just consider example like you are planning a holiday and you're using a AI, just for example, ChatGPT, and then you say like, yeah, I would like to go to beaches and ignore all the snowy or cold areas. So ChatGPT remembers that. What if it didn't remember after a day of uh, work or after a week? You come back and you want to continue on that same thread, and you ask me, so give me a recommendation of top three places I can visit in the month of July, and it gives you all those ski resorts. So how annoying it would be. So to solve this problem, we need to get some assign some session memory. So we will add a simple chat memory. We won't build a complex long-term memory system yet. We will start with short-term memory inside the Streamlit session, and Streamlit actually gives us a session state which lets app remember while the user is interacting with the page. We can use this session state to store the conversation as a list of messages. Each message can have a role and a content. For example, one message may have a role user and other may have a role assistant. That structure is very common in AI applications. So with all these things coming together, the basic flow becomes the user enters a new question. We add the user question to message list. We build the prompt using previous conversation. We send that prompt back to model. We add the model response to the message list and we display the full conversation. So this results in a much more natural chat experience. So let us go ahead and try to out with our IDE. So yes, obviously we have a nice README. So what do we need and the dependencies? So we need, of course, the Olama model. We need a Python. So this is older version. I will recommend you to go for the latest version. If not latest, due to some constraints, you go for n-1, and you can install the dependencies using requirements. So we don't think we have anything new. We already covered these two, so our uh, code should run smoothly. There shouldn't be any problems. Of course, we will discuss first execute this and discuss the limitations as well. So previously we were in chapter 6, sorry, chapter 5. So we will go ahead and start talking to this code, which is chat memory, and hopefully we should have our Streamlit application up. So the previous instance uh, was down because I needed to kill that and then start again. So let us ask the same question. Explain AWS lambdas. And we do get is a serverless compute with AWS, which is nice. What are durable? Uh, what are, for example, runtimes supported? So we are expecting answers like AWS Lambda supports Node.js, Python, and so on. Let us see what do we get. All right, so we do get some relevant responses, and let us continue asking probing questions. What is the max runtime for a lambda function. Alright, so as expected it is 15 minutes. Let's ask another question, and then we move on to the next part of the chapter. Say for example, can I mount to lambda? Alright, so we do get a nice valid response. In fact, it also shares a code snippet in both Node.js and Python on how we would go about mounting EFS file system on a lambda function. So this is nice as long as we continue, but at a certain point it will go out of control because our memory is limited. So this is one of the limitations. So for example, if the conversation becomes very long, we can't keep sending everything to the model forever, and the model has context limits. So each model, depending on the size, it has context limits. So in production systems, we need summarization or some sort of truncation or compact mechanism, so that we have a proper retrieval and memory management. So for this simple reason, memory is not enough. So by we are at the end of this chapter, and so far we have seen how AI assistant will remember the current conversation while app is running. So in the next chapter we will see how we can make AI or the model AI assistant more useful, but if we can upload some files. So let's head on to the next chapter, and I will see you there. Thank you for tuning in. Have a nice day.